Hello, welcome. This is going to be a knitting crafting vlog. I'm up in the north of Italy at my mom's cabin in the woods in the Alps with my mom, a friend, and my female dog. And we're relaxing, we're having really nice time, we're crafting, I'm studying like some plants and taking lots of hikes. And I thought I'll bring you with me during some days, maybe one day or two, we'll see. So this is a knitting crafting vlog, and I hope you'll enjoy it.
Is that
It's another day. Let's have a little podcasting section. I want to show you this one. I finally blocked it and wove in all the ends. And this one is the Hello from My Colors crop by Jessie May Designs. And I was inspired by the wonderful Malene from the Nomad Knitter podcast or channel. Malene is my friend, and she knitted one, and so I was like, I want to make one too. And I think it took me probably like 2 weeks in total, and I'm really pleased with this. I was undecided whether to knit it long sleeved or short sleeved, but I decided to knit it short sleeved, and we'll see. Maybe in the future I'll unravel the cast off and pick up stitches and knit the sleeves longer. And yeah, I did a little modification in the color work. This section here and this section here, I kind of just freestyled it because I didn't really like the how it looked, that little color work section, and so I just did my thing. But the rest, and yeah, it's pretty much I pretty much follow the pattern. And I did a rolled neckline, which I think I really love. I love this, I love the look of rolled necklines. So you just knit stockinette or whatever, and you don't need ribbing for the neckline. And it's my jam. We like it. I think, yeah, I want to create a drop shoulder sweater. My next cast on, I think, will be a drop shoulder sweater, and I think I want it to have like this raw rolled edges on the neckline, on the sleeves, and on the hem. But I really love this one, and I used a mix of yarns. I knitted this as part of a knit along that I'm co-hosting with Ali, and it's called Adventures in Stash. You can use any stash yarn or fabric that you have in your stash, and you can make anything you want, and you just tag us on Instagram, or you just use the hashtag Adventures in Stash. And at the end of the year, we'll pick up some winners and we'll share some little gifts. We haven't decided yet what we'll gift, but I'm sure we'll find something cute. So yes, I used yarns from my stash, a lot of plant-based yarns. It's a heavy garment. Right now I'm in the north of Italy, and I brought this up here because here is cooler. The weather is cooler. I can actually wear it. It's quite heavy. I used plant-based yarns and a silk yarn, kind of the main color, this like light green that you can see pretty much throughout the project is a silk yarn. It's the Rosario's Quattro's Madrogoa. It's 100% borate silk yarn, and I held it double. I used mostly DK way yarns or fingering way yarns held together. And I used a lot of yarn from my stash. I think it is a really good pattern. It's really well written. All of Jessie May Designs pattern, I think, or at least the ones I've knitted or the ones I purchased, are really well written. I think she's a really good designer, very size inclusive. The patterns are clear, not too much information, not too little. It's really, I recommend her patterns. And I know that it might look quite like challenging as a colorwork garment, but it's not. It's not. I've knitted colorworks that look easier than this and are more difficult. I think it could be beginner friendly. The only problem is that in the end you have to weave in a million of ends, but I think it's worthy. And I really love it. I think it's really beautiful, and I knitted it a bit cropped. When I blocked it, it kind of grew just tiny bit, probably like 2 centimeters, so it's the perfect length. Yeah, the only thing is that it is thick, because all of the fabric that you create, look how beautiful. The wrong side is actually really beautiful. But yeah, it's the fabric is quite thick. I think this garment would be really nice if I would knit it long sleeve. So I might do that, but now I really wanted to wear it and see. But I think it would be an amazing sweater to have for summer evenings, or for spring and autumn, but also for the winter, you know, with some layers, because it's quite thick. So I might do that, even though I love the way it looks as a t-shirt. So this is my finished object. Finally, I have a finished object. I'm finishing some things, but I have to say that I haven't knitted super much this summer, but that's okay. Okay, then let me show you some of my whips. This would have been a pretty quick project, but I unraveled part of it, and yeah, it's all wrinkling up. But I'm using a beautiful yarn. So this is the Sailor Swift top, and it's in my group. I have a little beautiful community, and we have a WhatsApp group. You can join if you want over Patreon, and you'll have a link to the WhatsApp group. And it's an amazing community. It's such a safe and comfortable and joyful and loving space to be in. And some people in my community, I think Emma and Marta, if I'm not mistaken, maybe there is another one that knitted it, they recommended this pattern, and it's super nice. It's knitted or constructed top down, very nice and clear instruction, so I recommend it. And in the end you pick up stitches and you knit an I-cord around the armholes and the neckline. So I love it. I love the look of like I-cord edges around especially t-shirts and camisoles. So I like it, and I wanted to knit it in this main bright green color, but I had only one skein and I wasn't sure I could make it. I think I would have played yarn chicken, and so I decided to do it in 2 colors. In the beginning I was thinking 3 types of greens, 3 shades of greens, but I think 2 would be nicer. And so I used another shade of this yarn. This yarn is, I said, and I think I still believe that, is my favorite summer yarn. And it's the Lush Lino DK by Cozy Posy Yarn Co. Antonella creates beautiful colorways, and it's a really nice yarn. It's 65% silk, so very luxurious, and it has this little shine, and 35% linen, and so it has also that integrity, that sturdiness that linen has. So love it. And yeah, I've been a bit slow with this project, but I have no rush. I'm kind of blending with the color of the sofa and the wall. I decided to wear this so you could see it. It's actually really beautiful. Yeah, the next pattern that I'm knitting is a test knit, and it's a skirt. It's the Skeeter or Skeeter skirt, and it's a really wonderful recipe. I'll talk about it when the pattern will be published and when I'll finish the test knit. The deadline is the 30th of September, so I still have some time, but I want to focus on this. And yeah, it's full of stitch markers, and I kind of didn't have enough stitch markers with me up here, and so I used some little scrap yarns to create stitch markers. You gotta use what you have at hand. Okay, really nice project. I'm using a beautiful yarn, again, Lush Lino DK Cozy Posy Yarn Co. And this is Planter or Plaster? Planter, I think is the colorway. Love this. I'm really into this color at the moment. I think it's the vibe of autumn is coming. Yeah, here it is, Planter. This is the yarn. It's gorgeous. Lush Lino DK, 65% silk, 35% linen, DK Way, color Planter. Okay. Then my mom brought this yarn. She found, I think, 10 skeins of this yarn. It's a soup. I mean, I think this yarn might have something like 30 or 40 years, and it looks basically new. And it's 100% linen, but I never touched this type of linen. It's an old school linen. It's super sturdy, but it has also some sort of like grease, which is not dirt, because it's not dirt, it doesn't smell at all. It's kind of like soft-ish, but also sturdy-ish. I don't know how to explain this. But it's a fingering weight yarn. It's 50 grams. The name of the yarn is Liberty by Moda Filatura lane pettinate Cossato Biella. I don't think you can find it. It probably has 30 or 40 years. But I was like, what can I knit with this beautiful, it's a gorgeous yarn. It's like a coral red. It's pretty much like it is on camera. And I was thinking to knit a shawl. To knit a really like breezy, lacy shawl. And I'll put the pattern on the screen because I don't know how to pronounce it. But this one, I've knitted a little scarf, like head scarf or a neck scarf, using this pattern. But I was thinking I could just continue the repeat and knit a shawl. It's it's super simple. There's no purling. There are some yarn overs and maybe knit two togethers. I don't remember. But it's a really nice pattern repeat. No purling. You just knit. And I think it would be really beautiful with this yarn, and I could make it really long so I could wrap myself around it. Well, we'll see. Maybe I'll gift it to my mom. We'll see. But I'm really happy that I can make use of this this yarn that was passed down to me. It's beautiful. Okay, so these are kind of the projects that I brought here with me. Okay, I want to show you. This is not knitting related, but around here there are lots of little markets with very traditional clothings. And I found this amazing dress. It already lost two, because it was used, but it looks new. And I lost already 2 buttons, but I have them. So I'm just gonna sew them on once I'm home. But it's an amazing Tyrolese dress in this really thick linen and cotton fabric. I believe this one is not linen, this top fabric is nettle and cotton, because I have another one that has a very similar texture, but there is no label, so I can't really tell. But he said that it was linen and cotton, the guy that sold us this one, and I love it. Look at this, it has this beautiful hand painted flowers, and this one, it looks gorgeous. I love it. And he lowered the price, so it was really nice. Okay, and then this is the last thing, and then I'll wrap up the video. Then I found this for really cheap in the same stand. It's another traditional clothing. It's a little shirt, which is really cute. Here it is. That's it. I wanted to show you that because I think it's really, like, it's a traditional, probably handmade clothings, and they're very much in my style. That stand, that guy that had all of this traditional clothing, I just wanted to kind of throw away all my wardrobe clothings and just buy everything from them. But no. I bought this too, and I'm super pleased with both. Yeah, and this also has pockets, and yeah, it's beautiful. It's quite heavy, and I think it's perfect for like spring and autumn, but also the winter, if I feel like wearing this with some stockings. But yeah, I'm gonna go and drink a little bit of coffee, and then I'll go about my day. This video was, yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you so much for being here. If you want to support me even further, support my capacity to share my life and my craft here, you can buy me a coffee on Ko-Fi, or if you want, you can subscribe to my Patreon. There isn't much behind a paywall, but it's a way to join a community. We're very I'm really honored to be part of this Wild Allies community. Okay, I'll see you very soon. Have a wonderful rest of the week. Bye.